So here is an example of how pull-in-place lining, which is a type of a cured-in-place pipe lining, is installed. This white lining initially has a black bladder, a balloon on the inside, and between the balloon and the lining, there is a piece of cellophane plastic. And the plastic stops the resin that we're mixing here that's going to go on the inside of the lining between the plastic and the white lining. It stops the white lining from sticking to the black balloon that's on the inside. So in the first part of when you saw the lining earlier, you saw there were blue marks, blue tape marks. Those are the little sections we're going to cut out where the branch lines come in. You don't want to cover up the branch lines ahead of time while you're installing the lining. So we measure where those branch lines are using a camera, and then we mark them on the tape, and then we prepare the resin. Now we've pulled, what they didn't show you here is that they actually pulled the black bladder out of this liner, and they've just left the plastic and the lining behind. And then they pour the resin between the plastic and the lining, and then they use a heavy roller to make all the resin go into the lining. Now what they're doing is they've pulled the string through the plastic, and they're going to reattach that to the black balloon so they can pull the balloon in back into the lining. You can't have the balloon inside the lining while you're saturating the lining. So now they're pulling the balloon back in, and once it's all lined up and the balloon's completely in there, they're going to fold it like a burrito. But right before they fold it like a burrito, they're going to cut out between the blue tape marks. They're going to cut out those pieces of lining that will normally cover up the branch connections. The problem with this method is that it leaves that 8 inches or so of cast iron pipe unlined where the branch connections are. Once those have been cut out, you fold the liner like a burrito. You can see them doing it right here. Fold it like a burrito. You wrap blue tape around it, and then you're going to pull it into the pipe using a rope that you strung through the pipe beforehand. So you string the rope through the pipe before you even saturate the liner, because you don't want any waste of time once the resin's been mixed. So now you pull the lining into the correct position, and once it's in the right spot, you inflate the balloon on the inside using an air compressor and a regulator. And then you wait for the 3 or 4 hours for the resin to harden. And after that, you pull the black balloon out. Then you pull the release plastic that's